Hello there. I've just returned from my expedition and you know what? Taking pictures of Pokemon in real life? It's hard work. If only there was a game that let me use the Wii U gamepad to take all these pictures. Wait a second. Pokemon Snap. Oh man, does this game set off my nostalgic heartstrings. But there are a few things that make me say... Namely, what even is a Jack and Beans? Seriously, I checked Wikipedia and couldn't find a single thing about them. So for all intents and purposes, they don't even exist. I don't exist either. And hey, even Hal worked on this game. You know, the guys who made this, and that, and this. You play as Todd, a fiery-haired youth and the pinnacle of 90s fashion. Or you can choose your own name, and I think we all know who I want to be. There we go. Perfect. But before we continue, would you listen to that music? We start off our adventure in Professor Oak's lab. Turns out we've been summoned by the old man to take pictures of Pokemon on an island solely inhabited by Pokemon. An island in which he's apparently built tracks for this crazy Reptar wagon meets yellow submarine thing. Along with a gate that somehow defies all laws of physics and teleports Todd back to his lab. You call yourself a man of science? All for the sake of his mysterious Pokemon report.
Legends tell of a fabled book made long ago by men no longer of this realm. Ancient savants of a long-forgotten past. Men who banded together to create a report detailing the most fascinating findings in Pokemon history.
The Pokemon Snap official Nintendo Player's Guide. But hey, we've got no problems taking pictures for a strange man, so let's do it! Huh, it's like the game knows me, on a personal level. Now this is the kind of game that wants to remind you that no one, and I mean no one, is more excited than the player character himself, as evidenced by Todd doing the Travolta and Oak doing Alright, it's picture time! Whoa, so many Pidgeys! Oh yes, Doduo, let me snap that butt. Yeah, Pikachu, you stand there and do nothing. Alright. Meow? Everything okay over there? Prance, Eevee. Prance for the camera. Oh yeah, you guys kill that Meowth. Man, this is a great picture. I love violence. Now, one of the things that stood out to me about Professor Oak's analysis is that he clearly has no idea what he's talking about. For example, not only does he have the nerve to judge my astoundingly artistic photographs, I mean, not to brag or anything, but I'm kind of a big deal on Instagram. But when he does judge them, he does it wrong. Oh man, you didn't like that one, Professor? It was only so-so? Well, I guess I could try harder next time. Wait, what? Now all of a sudden my work is impeccable? You might want to read an Encarta there, Professor, because it says quite clearly here that you are an idiot. Also, here's the definition of creeper. After we've finished taking our 5 measly photos, we return to the lab, I check out my Eevee photo because... and we head out for the next area. Yeah! Now we're in a power plant. What could possibly go wrong? That looks safe. Yeah! I feel kind of bad about this, but Professor Oak said I need to take pictures of all the Pokemons, even the dead ones. Say cheese. Once we've taken enough pictures of Pokemon, Professor Oak decides to reward us, but not before being really creepy in the process. Do I want to be closer with Pokemon? I mean, what are you asking me here, Professor? 'Cause, I mean, when I was younger, I won't deny I had thoughts. An apple! Okay. Moving on, Professor Oak gives you an endless supply of what he describes as apple-shaped Pokemon food to help you get closer to Pokemon. But when he does, he doesn't bother to tell you how to feed the Pokemon, but rather how to throw them at Pokemon and straight up murder them. Hey look, I'm wearing lipstick! In order to unlock certain levels, you have to solve cleverly hidden puzzles like this one here. And once you do, Professor Oak encourages you to go right away. So naturally, I choose to end the game, because that is not my job. But when I do decide to take Oak's advice and head out on my next adventure, I discover the deranged lunatic is sending me into a freaking volcano. No, it's cool, it's fine. No, it's not like I'm gonna catch pneumonia ultramicroscopic silico volcanoconiosis or anything out here, Professor Oak. Thank you. These Charmanders are kinda freaking me out. And is it just me, or is this Magmar doing a legs version of jazz hands? There's so many of them. Why are they shouting at me? Why are they shouting at me? Make them stop shouting at me. Make them stop. There's so many of them. Oh man, yes. Hot. Hey look, it's Charmeleon. Haha, stupid poke. Oh, no, quick, try faster! You know, I'm seriously starting to question whether this is really worth it. I mean, what does Professor Oak have to say about all this?
What's that? You've suffered severe burns, the likes of which you'll probably never recover from and will leave you shunned by your peers, forcing you to abandon any attempts at a social life and instead work as my hideous slave until the end of time.
Wonderful! The next level is the river, but there's really not much interesting to say about it. Except... But hey, now we've finally got the infamous Pester Ball! Ever thought to yourself as you were out in the wild catching Pokemon, man, I sure wish this Pokeball was filled with noxious gas? Well, now you can live the dream. Wow! I feel so fortunate to be alive and not choking to death from poisonous vapors. I'm having so much fun! After saving Jigglypuff from a coughing that's way too excited about being smacked in the face with a ball, we end up getting a live performance by the world-famous Jiggly Trio! Whee! The next and final level is the Valley. Hold on to your butts. Squirtle, Sandshrew, Rapidash 2. He's not actually in this level. River Rapids, Graveler Square Dancing, and whoa, it's Dragonite! Look at that majestic creature flying gracefully away. In order to unlock the next part of the game, you're going to have to do a little old-fashioned Pokemon abuse. And once you've humiliated that Mankey for the final time, you gain access to Oak's secret hut, where the good man is undergoing research, even though he literally can't go anywhere. And since the good professor is so woefully inept, it's up to us to backtrack and take pictures of every single hidden Pokemon sign on the island. Oh, Professor Oak, you're just the gift that keeps on giving. Now you may be thinking to yourself at this point, wow, there's not a whole lot to this game, is there? And you'd be right. But there are quite a few hidden Pokemon to find along the way. You can even snap pictures of the legendary birds. My favorite is Articuno, but not because he's a thing of such beauty and elegance, but because he does this. Lol. But the biggest secret of all? Mew. This is it. We've collected all of the signs and we've got one more Pokemon left to take an adorable picture of. I'm coming for you, Mew. Everything has led up to this moment. It's all or nothing. I'm going to give it everything I've got. It turns out there's only one thing in this world that can pierce the force field of the most powerful Pokemon alive. An apple. I did it! You were then treated to the game's credits with your pictures as the background. Doesn't that just make you feel so appreciated? Mine were kinda sucky though. 2 pictures of Geodude? Come on, game. And what kind of job description is super duper special chief designer? I'm done. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you liked it, I've got some other videos for you to watch hovering right in front of your face. Also, subscribe! Twitter and Facebook, links in the description. Until next time, goodbye!